Hello and welcome to the Calvary Chapel Salmon podcast. How's everyone doing today? Hagen, you just got back last night from your fun adventure.
By last night, you mean this morning?
That's true. What time? What time did you roll in?
About 1:30 a.m.
Hot dog.
One day I'd like to go somewhere where it doesn't take me to the next day to come home. Like from Mexico, it took me to the next day. From Boise, it took us to the next day, the last trip. This trip took me to the next day.
Who plans all these trips?
When we go to Philadelphia, it's going to be the next day probably because we're going to Brock's. No, that's not that trip.
No, I know.
That's the
Republic wedding, of Georgia.
Yeah, no, we'll be back decent time from Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's like that thing where it's like I could spend $20 extra on the flight, or I could just like not get back home until like 2:00 in the morning.
That's right.
It's like I'm gonna save $20.
Yes,
because that's how we justify things, and then you're doing it. It's like I should have just spent.
Why did I do this?
Yeah, what the heck?
So, $175 to park at LAX for 4 days.
100 and what?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I guess 5 days.
That's
175.
That's pretty extreme.
Yeah, Boise I think is $20 a day.
Yeah. Bozeman, I think, is only like 15.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I went to Bozeman for like 2 weeks, it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
Or like a week and a half. Yeah. It was 2 weeks.
They get you coming and going.
Where? Bozeman or
anywhere?
Airports. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're masters. They're masters.
Yes.
But Hagen, I want to hear about the trip. I honestly actually haven't heard anything about it.
Well, Jordan, we've just been so busy. We haven't had time to just sit down and catch up. So
let's just do that.
Let's do it now.
Let's crack open some Coca-Colas and just catch up.
Shouldn't we?
We should, but it's okay.
No Coke, but we do have stories.
And that's better than Coca-Cola.
That's right.
Depends on who you ask.
So, I mean, we had a good Easter. That's where I left. I left after Resurrection
awesome.
Sunrise service, or not Sunrise, Resurrection Sunday
apologies
service.
If you're watching this and you watched the live stream. That was my bad. Sorry it cut out. I could have fixed it, but I made a mistake and I didn't.
But next time
we'll have a system down. We'll make a good plan.
Also, sorry if you watched the last podcast and there was no video.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago. Please. I'm learning. I didn't go to school for this or anything.
No.
Yeah.
You're in training and you're doing so well.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah. But Easter was great. Yeah,
I thought it was a good time.
Turnout.
So.
No rain.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know if you even heard about this. There was like almost no rain next week. And then come last Sunday or 2 days ago or 3 days ago, whenever Sunday was.
Which day was it?
I don't know. Genoa, one lady that goes to our church, came up to me and says, Jordan, you need to pray for rain. Because Hagen prayed for no rain, and it hasn't rained for this whole week.
Yeah.
And I prayed for rain that church that Sunday, and that afternoon it was storming.
Wow.
Next 2 days it was storming too. So you stopped the rain, I brought it back.
Hey.
We worked together.
Teamwork.
Yeah. So.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So drove right after Resurrection service, get all the chairs put back inside.
Yep.
12:30ish, hop in the truck, already packed, ready to go, hit the road. Mm-hmm. I get all the way probably, just about an hour north of Vegas, and I decide it's probably 11:30, and I just pull over and sleep in the back of my truck for a couple hours out there in the middle of the desert somewhere.
Were you not scared? Were you not scared at all doing that? Just kind of like, hey, I'm fine.
And I couldn't take my gun because I was going to Mexico on this trip too. But here's the funny thing. I forgot that I had a box of bullets in my door and I had an extra magazine in the glove in the center console. So although I had no gun, I did have gun paraphernalia. Okay. So I thought about ditching that in California, but I didn't. But thank goodness when I did the whole Mexico thing, they never searched me.
That's good.
But it's like, should I hide it? Or should I just keep it obvious so that then if it's found, I'm like, oh, I forgot.
I think where you had it was probably a good spot.
It's just like, oh man, I forgot I had my bullets there. And it'd be like, just you take them or throw them away. Just don't throw me in jail.
Yeah.
Just kind of play that game instead of like try to like deceitfully.
Don't have them like sitting right there on the seat.
Put them in each one of my socks or something, like in my luggage.
That's a little extreme.
How did these get there? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I wake up the next morning, get down to
how many hours did you sleep in your truck?
4.5, maybe.
Not too much. I wouldn't think so.
Not a lot, but nice, warm desert air,
sure.
Stars. Wow. Nice hard bed of a pickup in my sleeping bag. Yeah, I woke up the next morning and got to drive through Vegas at about 6:30 a.m. while I listened to the Fast and Furious soundtrack and. It was just like magical.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get to the one where it's like, it's been a long
That was number
time.
2. Yeah.
Oh, well. Nice. Most of them are just kind of like heavy, like rap songs.
They're kind of a beat, like just
Yeah.
you kind of really just
Only God can judge me. Yeah.
Kind of slap the side of your truck while you're driving. So it was cool.
6:30 through Vegas. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, you can just kind of zoom through that when you're driving. I've driven through that like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's just like, whew.
That's right.
Yeah, nice
just kind of
and easy.
go. So yeah, I got to Yucca and probably around 9ish and picked up Chase and then went all over Southern California up to Tehachapi to pick up his subs and then over to Santa Maria to
Because
pick
he was
up.
putting them in the, he's going to put the subs in our church minivan.
That's the plan.
Correct.
Because he'll drive it this summer as the
Okay.
intern.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
his
then he's going
truck
to take them
died.
out when he's done, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's for the most part, I don't know. Once you get it wired into the stereo, it's just like you plug something and unplug
okay.
it. So
Yeah.
wiring it to the stereo will be a little trickier, especially with that because that's actually the original stereo. It's probably easier when you have like an aftermarket one, but not my project, so I don't really care. But we got it. Then we drove over by the ocean to Santa Maria. By the time we got to Carlsbad that night, it was like 12:30 a.m.
Okay.
So 4 hours of sleep, long day, get to Carlsbad, but it's just great. I would recommend if you want to stay somewhere in California, go to this Best Western in Carlsbad. And just disclosure, I am a Best Western Platinum Rewards member. So that's why I stay at Best Westerns. But I stayed at one in Dana Point last year that's right by the ocean too. This one, 10 times better. It's cheaper. Where it's at is great. Parking is great. You're just right across the Highway 1. You're right there by the beach. Plenty of good places. The only problem, the gym's a little small. But outside of that, everything else is great. And
Not enough room for both you and Chase in there.
well,
You
not
big
me,
beef
Chase,
sticks.
and some middle-aged woman trying to do yoga. It was a little
no.
tight for all three of us. Two of us would have been fine, but it's like we're all getting to know each other here today. So yeah, she's from the desert with her family. They go out there for spring break.
Wow.
So
Nice.
yeah, had a great time there in Carlsbad. Got our haircuts there, and
Can we see?
well,
Wow. Very nice. Sheesh. Sorry for audio listeners. Hagen has this beautiful haircut.
what can
Just
I say?
imagine.
Yeah, use your imagination. So yeah, it's like, okay, time to go to back up north to LA so we can fly out to Hawaii. So get up there, get on the United flight. I forget United's kind of cheap. So of course they have no screens.
Oh, yeah.
And if you want Wi-Fi, you have to pay.
Oh.
And if you want, they'll do complimentary snacks as far as like pretzel bag, cookie, whatever. But if you want real snacks or dinner, you have to pay. It's like, well, we're going to land by like 8:30 and then we still got to get the rental car and drive probably, 30 minutes to my cousin's house once we get to Hawaii. So it's like, better just eat on the plane. It's only like $10. It's like, okay. So by the time they get to us, which I always generally like picking seats in the very back. I just don't know why. I just always kind of pick seats in the back if I can. It's like everyone else is in front. I can just kind of be back. There's usually like a bathroom behind me or right where they kind of do all the snack things. And I don't have to worry about a kid behind me ever. It's just like, I know, I know it's like the back of the plane.
Very back. Okay. Interesting.
If I can pick, I'll pick the very back of the plane or I'll pick the emergency exit rows.
That's true that usually in the very back of the plane, you're most likely to not have people next to you. It's it's not completely filled.
Yeah, I've had that on an Allegiant flight more than once where no one's back there. For some reason, people don't like it. I think one reason is that seats don't always recline the best in the back.
Sure.
Because you have a wall there. But I'll sacrifice, let's be honest, those seats aren't reclining anyway. They tell you they go back. This is not reclining. It's like, oh, wow, much better.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think most people just do like autofill, and so it just kind of autofills the plane from front to back.
Really? I always handpick.
I never handpick.
Sheesh, yeah.
And it always just puts me somewhere.
And if it's like, and here's my logic, if it's more than a 3-hour flight, I'll generally pick an aisle row because I know I'm going to have to go pee and I don't want to ask someone to move.
Sure.
If it's less then I'd love a window seat.
I don't remember the last time I've had a flight significantly more than 3 hours. I don't think I've ever done more than 3.
Yeah.
Because it's always some layover. So it's always like 2.5.
Wow.
But that will change. That will change eventually. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait till you get 14 hours going to Georgia. You're going to want an aisle
I'm going to go
seat.
crazy.
Well, actually, I got us those seats in not first class, but in the emergency exit,
so we'll have room.
so we can get up and stretch our legs out because we're going to be running a race the day before.
Yes.
We'll save that for another podcast. My point, they ran out of dinner.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Snacks. Oh, are you just doing snacks or are you doing food? Oh, we actually, sold out on the food. oh man, but we got these snack packs. And since we ran out of food, I'll just give them to you for free, he said, but it'll be our secret. And it's like, oh, it'll be our secret, buddy. So we got these little snack, like imagine like Lunchables on steroids, right? Like crackers and cheese and some sort of like date spread.
Oh, wow.
That you could put on like these hard little pieces of bread.
Sounds fancy.
Just kind of this thing that makes you feel special. So that was a good start to everything, and get to Hawaii, and it's humid.
Sure.
Not as humid as Florida, I would argue.
Okay.
I don't know percentage wise, but just I've been in both. Mind you, I was in Florida in September and I'm in Hawaii in April, but it felt very nice. Humid for sure, but not too much. Raining a little bit. Get the rental car, Hyundai Altima maybe.
Oh, wow.
White sedan. Drove to my cousin's house, stay the night there. Great time. Next morning, mountain bike tour of the Kula Hula, maybe Kukawuka.
Hula, Wuka, Luka.
I think it's Kula Hula Ranch, which is, so we're down here on the south side of the island. It's up on the north side. This is where they do a lot of filming, like as Jurassic Park, Jumanji, 51st States, King Kong or something, maybe Godzilla. I don't know how to keep them straight. A lot of these type of movies. Lost, the TV show, was filmed there. So nice. A lot of films that involve jungles type scene are filmed at this private ranch that they opened up. And this ranch was bought back in the 1800s by this family, and they bought like the 3 pieces over time. And this 4,000 acre ranch cost them something along the lines of like $10,000. Today, when you factor in inflation, it's something along the lines of like $200,000 of today's money. Wow. They bought 4,000 acres in Hawaii, and there was some decree that was made by the family and the Hawaiian officials that the ranch can never be sold. So it's used as like a private nature reserve. And then it's also used for these tours.
It's still owned by the original
family.
Owner. Yeah. But you just can't never sell it.
Right. You can't sell it. And that,
so technically it's worth nothing.
So that's kind of, yeah. So that saves you from, people aren't going to develop it. It's just like, but they do run cows on it. They run about 550 head of cows on it. They grow cocoa, coffee. They do these tours. They do filming there. So, and all of that just helps pay for the property taxes.
Sure.
For this family. And our mountain bike tour guide always made these jokes if he wants to marry into this family, right?
Yeah.
But he has a girlfriend. It's kind of funny. He has a girlfriend, and like every stop we'd make, he'd like make a point that he has a girlfriend, like almost like over and above.
Well, he's just
like, oh yeah, like he just wants everyone that he's leading. There's like 7 of us to know that he's not available.
Sure.
It's like, we hear you, Kai.
I bet some people were going after Kai, this nice buff biker.
You're not on the market, but he's a local. Grew up just down here surfing, and
it's true. How do, because you hear about like the locals of Hawaii some of them, this is maybe a generalization, but some of them don't like the tourism. They feel like their land's being taken over. The locals can't buy any land because it's so expensive because all these rich people are moving there.
Sure.
So was there any...
Sounds very similar to natives of Salmon.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's a similar attitude here of like summertime, it gets twice as busy. Locals can't afford land here anymore. So I think it's just the way of the nation right now.
Nice areas,
but, yeah. I mean, if you're in the tourism industry like this guy is,
he's probably pretty grateful for tourism.
So
yeah,
and there's like this pride, like even with like here, like when I go to Philadelphia, this pride of like showing off your home.
Sure,
it's like you get them to and look at this view and get a picture here, and isn't this awesome? And there's this like cool, like you want to show people what's yours.
Yeah.
So
okay, yes, I bet he's proud of it. Yeah. That's cool.
But that was the highlight, that mountain bike ride. And I almost canceled it because a week before you can cancel and get a refund. And it's like, I love mountain biking. I don't know how Chase is going to do with it. It's like 14 miles.
But it's mountain biking, so it's not even that hard.
Correct. And just to be clear, electric mountain bike is not meaning you have a throttle. It means that it's pedal assist, meaning you have to be pedaling for the electric motor to assist you. So you're still working hard, but it's just not as hard without any motor.
Sure.
But yeah, it was just so cool. The guide was cool. We had a great group of people with us. Fun scenery, challenging, exciting. We did zip lining. The next day, zip lining was cool. Mountain biking, 10 times better.
Yeah.
If I could only do one, I'd do that. So yeah, that was great. Did a zip line tour the next day.
See any dinosaurs?
Not real ones.
Oh.
But yes, we did see some fake ones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Maybe some like blow up things. We're like, there they are.
Yeah, kind of like hard things.
Okay. Cool. Like they have like the famous gas stations and stuff. The big old dinosaurs. Have you ever seen those?
Like around the world?
Like by
Sinclair?
like by Palm Springs in California, like the big old
The green one?
the not the Sinclair one,
Oh.
but this big old one. Never mind. Yeah.
No.
I've seen dinosaurs like that before.
Oh, have you?
By the what's that casino right by your house, Avery? Okay. Thank you. Never mind. That's cool. Do you know anything about like did you learn a lot of Hawaiian history? Like,
A little bit, but still enough to be confused.
Okay.
But I apparently, and I really don't know the story, but it makes sense. I briefly heard a conversation about how Hawaii became a state.
Yes.
And we kind of just like
conquered it.
Yeah, we're like, you're in a great location militarily for us to have bases. You're ours.
Yeah.
And we kind of forced the queen's hand and did all this thing.
Yeah, I've heard stories like we killed the queen and took her
I think
power.
so.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it happens.
Oops.
But that's kind of like the last time. Like Hawaii, I think, was like the last time where it's like, okay, one more time. Because like today, that'd be really frowned upon. Like Trump jokes about getting Canada or Greenland.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, how outrageous. It's like, how do you think we got all that we have?
Well, most of it we did buy, probably. Well, I guess we had that little tussle with Mexico, a little tussle with Texas too.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird how that all works. But I'm glad we ended up with the islands. Yeah, they're a good asset to the 50 states.
Yeah, 50's a nice number.
Yeah.
Well, Alaska was the last one at it, right?
I probably, but I don't know.
I think as Hawaii, then they were very close to each other. I know that. Yeah. Okay.
So let's think about this a little bit.
So zip line.
Prayed with the e-mountain bike guy.
Oh, cool.
After the tour was over, just talking briefly. It's like, hey, one more question. It's like, I'm actually a pastor and Chase is a Bible college student. And would it be okay if we like pray for you before we go? Like no pressure. He's like, sure. Really kind of caught him off guard. And he's like, how do we do this? It's like, just kind of put our hands on our shoulders. So we all just kind of sit in a circle and just kind of prayed a blessing over him. And so hopefully that was good for him. And
cool. Yeah.
Did all that kind of stuff. Then let's see. Went snorkeling. Which, as someone who doesn't know how to swim,
that was a little scary.
To snorkel is quite a adventure. But I did have this like floater belt that I got to wear. And then I also have the mask, obviously. So the hardest thing for me was just mentally realizing, and I just had that thing in my mouth. I was just like biting down so hard on it. It's like, this is my chance of living. But because I'm just so used to when I feel water like start to go here, it's like I gotta like stay up no matter what. Like my instinct is not go down, it's get up. So I had to like literally just like fight that. But I worked a little bit. My cousin was very patient. He like helped me float a little bit on my stomach. Wow. It's like because it's like
so
we're
you
in this
basically
lagoon.
swam.
No, I didn't basically swim. I'm Michael Phelps, Jordan.
Hagen, so you learned to swim.
Here's the deal. So you're in this lagoon where you can stand up, right? But you got flippers on.
Yeah.
So you need to be laying down flat on your stomach with these flippers out behind
you
you.
Swim.
But that feels unnatural to me with your face in the water. So I got my flippers on and I'm just like crunching my knees with like my head in the water like this, like walking around. It's like just lay out. And it's like I just like mentally I can't do
Hagen,
it.
I'm so proud of you. So this is a big deal.
He helps me out. He's kind of guiding me along, and I feel him like slowly kind of start to let go. And it's like okay, and like I could just even like just put my hands down in front of me if I want to, and kind of get up if I need to. But it's like just keep breathing out your mouth. You got your little snorkel thing up there, and just work through it. So Did it for about an hour, but it was really neat. Like I didn't think I'd like that. I really enjoyed it.
What did you see?
What didn't I see? Bunch of fish, turtle. You touch the turtles, $5,000 fine. They touch you, no percussion for them.
Yeah.
Repercussion. But for you, if you touch a turtle, 5,000 or maybe 10,000.
Who's watching?
I don't know. But it's probably just like a threat they tell people.
Sure.
But this big old turtle swam by, which is neat. A bunch of these cool, colorful fish, stingrays. And then my cousin does this whole thing with his phone where he like gets it in this container where he can like record all this cool sea life. And so, that was really neat to be able to do that. And it kind of pushed me.
Yeah. So now we can't joke that you don't swim.
Well, here's the problem. As I'm doing that, I'm thinking about this, but it's like, well, now my issue is the only way I know how to swim is with my face in the water breathing. So I got to like figure out.
Sure, you just
how
close
to
your
not do
mouth.
that.
Right? You just go.
I don't know.
Yeah, you just close your mouth. It's literally you did it. All you had to do instead of breathe, you just close your mouth.
So?
Yeah, and then just when you run out of air,
hopefully there's
you
a
just go
pool
up.
at our hotel in Philadelphia and I can try it there.
Okay, we'll really practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to think of some activities to do in Philadelphia. I've been telling people that I'm coming back.
Oh boy.
So we'll probably just go out to breakfast or dinner with people. I don't know.
Bet.
Nothing crazy. Have you ever been to a Top Golf before?
No, but I want to try.
We can try. I'm not very good at it.
Stop.
I don't like
I'm
it very
sure
much.
you're
I'm not
great.
good at golfing, no. So we could try that. That's just kind of like a fun, like, kind of like bowling.
Sure.
Only instead of bowling,
Yeah,
it's like the new
bowling,
thing. Yeah. It's kind of a
golfing.
social thing to do. Okay, so that was the fish day or the snorkeling day. What
Yes,
else?
that was the last full day there on Saturday. My cousin and his wife took us out, and then we went to on this little hike to a waterfall, and it's like a paved path hike,
that's
just under a
nice.
mile, which is kind of cool. Went to Olive Garden for the first time in Hawaii.
Shut up. I've never been to an Olive Garden in general.
Really?
Yep, never.
Well, maybe we'll have to try it.
Okay.
See, I don't love pasta.
Yeah, that's the
And I
reason
never
why
get
I
pasta when I
wouldn't
go out to eat. And I really don't eat pasta at home. If it's there, I'll eat it. I like lasagna, but I just never make it or order it. But it was good. Yeah.
Can you get burgers at Olive Garden?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. I'll find something.
Yeah.
Maybe like a chicken
But
Alfredo.
the night before, we went to this place right by this resort type deal.
Okay.
They have valet parking, which I've never experienced that. You probably have. Growing up a professor's kid, I'm sure you had valet parking.
I've never
all the
been
time.
valet parked. Nope. Never.
Yeah, so that you just give them the keys and then
That's
you
kinda
walk
cool.
over. It's right by the ocean. And it's just so nice there. And then even as the sun goes down, and even in California, when the sun goes down, it cools off quite a bit. It doesn't there. The sun goes down and you just stay kind of warm. So it can be kind of dark and you're just out having dinner outside and you're not like, ooh, there's a breeze. It's just like
'cause
warm
the
all the time.
humidity, Yeah. Yeah.
So anyways, Smash Burgers. This is
Ooh.
the place. Okay, now I'm getting the stories confused real quick. First night is by the ocean. Just got a regular burger there. Second night down in this like a strip mall area, Smash Burgers that were recommended as the best. And they were really good. So I had burgers
What kind
one
of
night,
like
Smash
it was
Burgers
a
the next
special
day.
kind of like Angus beef or something like that, or
Yeah, probably like a black Angus
was it like
beef,
Hawaiian beef?
smashed.
Because I know the Hawaiian has their own ranching and all that.
Yeah, and I want to look more into this. I'm curious how much of the island is able to sustain itself, because I would hope that they're not shipping cows to the mainland and we ship them beef. I would hope that they can like process their own beef there on that island and consume it. But I don't know.
They have to be able to have fresh beef.
Guess how many snakes live in Hawaii?
Zero.
Zero. Zero snakes on any of the islands. Zero predators as far as anything that could kill you outside of wild hogs. But like there's not mountain lions, there's not wolves, there's not coyotes, there's not bears.
It's like paradise.
It's like the opposite of Australia. Australia has everything that'll kill you. Hawaii has nothing.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
That's pretty cool. I hate snakes.
Yeah, you'd love it.
So I should go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's wild.
Lizards, plenty of lizards, but
But I mean, who's scared of lizards?
I don't know.
Yeah. There's like not scary snakes,
Yeah.
basically. Okay. So that was your last day. You got some smash burgers.
So that was the last day was Olive Garden. Yeah, the second to last day was Smash Burger. So, yeah, had a great time staying with my cousin. Hopefully, he's going to be up here for about a month, and I'd like to get him in on the podcast. He goes to Calvary Chapel West Oahu, which we went to on Sunday before we left. They give you these like I left mine. I have it around the mirror in my truck, but they give you these like necklaces that are shells, little shells. So every guest gets one of those. And,
like every first time visitor.
yeah, it's like, oh, here. Instead of like a flower lay, they give you these shell ones. And it's
We
like,
need to find something to give first time visitors to go to our church.
no, and here's the other thing. There's a lot of things about this church, and it's a bit smaller than ours. If you're a visitor, during announcements, you get to stand up and introduce yourself. Isn't
That's
that crazy?
nice. Yeah.
It's like, who's visiting today? Oh, you, stand up, stand up.
I'm sure that doesn't scare away people. Or
Yeah.
anything.
So my
But
cousin,
is that part of like the culture down there? Like people are just very friendly or...
people are pretty friendly. I think it's more of a small church culture because I've seen that in other churches as well, where you can really identify new people. It's like, might as well tell everyone who you are at once instead of talking to 50 people afterwards.
Yeah.
But my cousin is the facility manager at this Calvary Chapel, which is really cool. And so he works like 3 days a week, remodeled this, put new flooring in there. And he built this pulpit. It's really cool pulpit for the pastor. It's much bigger than one I would have. But as we're like sitting there, my cousin's like, hey, I built that. It's like, oh, wow, that's cool. Well, afterwards, the pastor comes up and goes, oh, I've heard about you. My cousin showed him some of, I don't think these podcasts, but my Ryan Reese podcast.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And then he's like, look at this. And right behind the pulpit, built into it, my cousin built this little mini fridge.
Oh, wow.
For the pastor that's into the pulpit.
Pastor can crack open a cold one. So there's
just like, he just had a bunch of water in there. Yeah, but it's like, man, that's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
It's just this nice big pulpit with this mini fridge built into it. So that was pretty awesome. And cool church. It's growing there. So Calvary Chapel Honolulu is the big church on the island, which is where Bill Stonebreaker is, which Bill Stonebreaker's son, Bud Stonebreaker, moved from Hawaii to McCall. He started the Calvary Chapel in McCall, where I went and filled in not too long ago, and they're doing our youth camp with us. Youth camp.
And also,
so there's a connection
with, or update with that. They're going to talk to Calvary Chapel Cascade.
Okay.
And they're going to come with us to the youth camp. So that's cool.
Wow. Even more.
Their youth group is, So that's kind of cool. I just learned about that today.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So that's cool.
So it's like, okay, going to go to church on Sunday morning, then hit the road because my flight leaves at 1:50.
Wow.
Right? This is what's in my head Saturday night.
Oh, yes.
Flight leaves at 1:50. And my cousin even goes, you know what? How about you just come to second service? There's still plenty of time. Second service starts at, 10:30 instead of like 11. It starts at 10:30. You can be out of there by noon. The airport's just like 20 minutes away. It's not a massive airport. It's smaller. So easily you're not checking bags. You could just get there. Cool. Instead of first service, let's just go to second. Go to second service. Life's great. Say goodbyes, hop in the rental car, get it parked. Into the airport we go, and go to the kiosk. I checked in the night before, going to print off the boarding passes. And it's just like air. And I try it. It's like see the person at the help desk. So we stand in line for about 20 minutes to the help desk. I'm like, this is so weird. And I get out my phone and I'm looking at my emails. I go, oh crap. And I go, I thought the plane left at 1:50 and it says 1:05. And my first thought was, they must have changed this.
Yeah.
I said, they must have changed this. So I go back to the original email from the ticket that I bought back in January. And sure enough, that one says 1:05. I go, no way. And one of the things
they must have changed the email.
Yeah, one of the things I do before these trips is because it's like, okay, I got a hotel here, I got flights here, I got a rental car here, I got a reservation for e-mountain biking here, I got another hotel here when I land, just to make it all make sense. I get all that information, then I just write it down on a piece of paper real quick in my office and I take a picture of it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, Monday I'm staying here, my flight leaves this time, Tuesday here. So I go back to that. I'm going, no way did I write 1:05. Like I had 1:50 in my brain from the beginning. I look, even in my own handwriting, it says 1:05. Well, right now it's about 1.
Oh.
And the plane leaves at 1:05 and we're not even through security.
Yeah.
So it's like, and leaving, I mean, it's already been shut up, right?
Sure.
So it's like, I go, we just missed our flight. And it's like, what? It's like, yeah. So I go up to the guy. It's like, hey, we missed our flight. He goes, okay, I can get you on the flight leaving tonight at 11:50 p.m. He goes, maybe it's on standby. It's full, but if people don't show up, we'll get you on there. So you just need to be up there at the gate and wait to see. So it's like, okay. So it's 1:00. We have till virtually midnight. We have almost 10 hours. It's like, what are we going to do? Get an Uber? Over $50 one way to go somewhere. So it'd be $100 round trip for an Uber. Rent a car again, that's not worth it. Call my cousin, over half an hour away. It'd eat up an hour of his day. It's like, nah, let's just walk. So because I don't believe in check bags if I don't have to have them, backpack, roller, carry-on.
Oh, yeah.
We walk 5 miles around Honolulu, me and Chase with our stuff. We're down the interstate, across town, over to this place and have lunch, up to a Target. Run into this one guy who has a Bible, this homeless guy. He's got his Bible. He's a brother. You know what I'm saying? And he's a homeless guy and he's out there talking to himself. And we're walking by. I go, hey, is that a Bible you have? He goes, yeah. And he's real skeptical at first. And it's like, hey, we're actually Christians. And we chatted with him a little bit, and he had earplugs in his ears, and he was practicing his sermon. I think he preaches on the street or something. So that was an interesting interaction we have. And then after dinner, we're walking up to find this Target, and we run into this other homeless guy, briefly talked to him, and his name's Johnny, and he has this BMX bike and the tube's flat. So he asked if we had any money, and I really only had probably like $3 and then hundreds and then a card.
Yeah.
So
you gave him the 100.
Right. I said, Johnny, I don't, but we're going up to the Target. He goes, oh, I bet they'll have a Fix-A-Flat. He goes, I'll meet you up there. It's like, okay. And we're still probably a mile away. So we get to Target, we're walking around, we grab a few things. It's like either Johnny's going to meet us out front or he's not. Sure enough, he's sitting there with his bike. It's like, well, okay. So I go back inside, try to find a tube. They don't have any. Try to find a Fix-A-Flat. They don't have any.
No.
It's like, man, Johnny, sorry, we're not going to be able to fix this, but here's what I'm going to do. I bought him some jerky, a Snickers, and a Gatorade and some water, and some peanuts. It's like, sorry, Johnny, they didn't have the Fix-A-Flat. Here's some snacks to help you. And I gave him $20. And I said, and I know it's not wise always to give these people cash because you don't know what they're going to spend it on. But I looked him in the eye and I said, Johnny, this is for a new tube. I said, only use this to buy a new tube. And he said, okay. So we prayed for him and went on our way. And I'm just trusting God. Okay, like missing our flight. I'm a little stressed because one, I have a hotel reservation in California that I have to cancel now that I can't get refunded. So there's $100 lost. So that just kind of sucks. So it's like, man, that's a bummer. Two, I don't even know we're leaving tonight. That plane could stay full and then I have to stay a whole nother night into the morning and maybe get out on that flight. I still have to go to Mexico sometime. It's just like a lot. And I'm just thinking, oh, like this is not part of the plan. So I kind of lost my spunk for a few hours.
Stop.
I just lost it.
I do remember talking to you on the phone.
And I was just a little kind of just like, and it's just like, I just want to give up. And I know this sounds terrible. It's like, my life's just so hard. I missed my flight coming home from Hawaii. And it's like, I just want to like lay down and just like sleep for a while and just like give up kind of a thing. But we just kept moving. And anyway, get back.
Did Chase carry you throughout the day? Just his positive attitude.
Yeah. I mean, it got annoying a bit, but he just kept going. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Consistency's good.
So pushed through that. Sure enough, they get a flight. Actually, an emergency exit rows. Wow. Get to leave that place.
Couldn't handle the responsibility.
On Hawaiian Air, yeah, they don't have the screens, but they just got Starlink. Thank you, Elon, for free. So you can get onto the Starlink, and then you go to the Hawaiian Air app, and you can just watch a bunch of free movies there. So guess what movie I watch?
Jurassic Park.
Close. Oh. Coming from Hawaii. Cartoon.
Oh, Lilo and Stitch.
Yep.
Classic.
Lilo and Stitch. I have this grandma on this side of me who's really into this flying thing.
Okay.
Yeah. She's just really into it, loves playing solitaire on her phone. I have this other guy over here who's just out of it. It's midnight. And this grandma brought her own pillow and it's very big, meaning intruding on my side. She doesn't care. Actually, one time, because it's so hard to get comfortable. So you fold your thing down and they give you like a little blanket and a pillow. And I'm kind of like laying forward like this, trying to like sleep. And like her pillow is like on my back.
And it's just asked so if she could share.
It's so interesting.
It's like, hey, Grammy, let me have some.
Landed. She's one of those people who, as soon as you land, she's ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, we touch down, the door's not even open. She grabs all of her stuff. Before she's off the plane, she's calling someone, telling them what terminal we're at for them to come get her, right?
That's right.
Well,
Grammy means business.
15 minutes pass. We're still not off the plane. The pilot comes over the loudspeaker. Yeah, apparently I'm 5 feet too close, he says, so they can't get the thing to connect to the door. So they're going to have to hook onto us and push us back. But for that to work, everyone needs to go back to their seat. I have no idea what Granny did, but that plane was full and she did not come back to the seat next to me. I just thought that was so funny.
She probably went into the cockpit and sat down next to the pilot. Just scooch over, young man.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Golly.
Good for Grammy.
So then you get back to LAX and it's just a nightmare. It's like, okay,
Nightmare.
where'd we park?
Oh, LAX is massive.
So it's like you park at this off-site kind of economy parking.
Sure.
So we get on the bus for budget parking.
Yep.
And it's like, this is not the place we parked at. The budget parking lot is not the economy parking lot.
Of course.
So we're there, and I asked the lady driving the bus. Once she goes, this is the last stop. I'm like, is there like a parking garage somewhere like off-site? She goes, not here. I'm like, I can see that. I go, is there one somewhere? She goes, yeah, you need to get on the economy bus, not the budget bus. And I'm like, okay, is this going back to the airport? She goes, no, I'm going to lunch. It's like, okay, so got to get off this bus, wait for the new bus driver to come, get back on the bus, go back to the terminal, wait for the right bus, get on it. It's just like, it took like over an hour to get to where my truck was parked at. So yeah, get it all together, go to Mexico, crossing the border goes well. Prayed for this kid in Mexico at the border, which was super cool. He was an orphan and he was there. And he really wanted our clothes. He kept asking for us to give him our clothes, something for him to remember us by. It's like, nah, we need all these, but we gave him a little bit of money and prayed with him. Daniel was his name. So that was cool, which is also my cousin's name, ironically.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So then drove home yesterday, got home about 12 hours ago at 1:30 a.m. And
now you're here.
I'm here.
Back to the grind, as they say.
Yep. So
we got the Q&A tonight, and
that's right.
What would you say is the highlight of the trip? The e-bike tour.
The e-bike tour was great. Being able to spend this time with my cousin, getting to know him more, was really neat.
Sure. Yeah. When was the last time you saw him or met with him?
I mean, at my grandpa's funeral, probably 2 years ago. And then so I'm 29, he's 37. So he's a bit older than me. But he just grew up down the road. I was closer with his younger brothers. But he just made a lot of not good life decisions ever since high school. So he was always kind of the troubled cousin, been through a lot. But to see him on the other side of that, and then married with a home, and not just that, but going to a church, but not just that, but going to a Calvary chapel, but not just that, working there. Like all of that was just really cool to realize here's someone else in my close family who's no longer LDS, who's going to a good Bible teaching church, little biased, Calvary Chapel, and now who's actually serving and working there. Like that's just really neat. And to like sit at church and like we're singing like Good Father, and to just be like, wow, like my cousin is here next to me singing this song. Or you get in their car and they're listening to K-Love. It's just like, wow, this is really neat. So that was just a blessing.
Feeling. Yeah, that's a really, really good feeling. Yeah, it's like, oh wow, Jesus is working in your life too. And
here's the thing, because I was thinking about this as I'm talking to him more and hearing more of what he's been through. It's like, man, I mean, if you would think who's the least likeliest to be a pastor, I would be right there. But it's like in our family, it's like who would be the least likeliest to get saved outside of me? It'd be him in a completely different way. But it's like it'd be him, and like Jesus hears us. Hears us too, who are out of this religious system, who are growing in you, who are stepping out of faith, and you're using us in ministry. And it's like, who'd have thought that it'd be Hagen and Daniel? Wow. But that's exactly what cool. God's working out. So
wow. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting him when he comes up and visits.
Right on.
That's cool. That'll be awesome. Wow. Well, sounds like you had a great time.
It was definitely a good time. Hopefully I'll get to go back sometime.
Sure.
It definitely is nice. I liked it way more than I thought.
I would like to go to Hawaii too sometime and stay at someone's house.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be nice.
That's good. Hopefully you can find a family member that lives over there.
Oh, wow.